In order to solve our question regarding the storage container, we're going to use our calculation app. Now we are going to use an integral to solve this question, but we need to remember that at time equals 1, our water is at 0.5 feet, so we're going to have to add that to the integral that we process. In order to access integrals, I'm going to use my toolbox button, and I'm going to go down to the calculus menu using my arrow keys and click OK. Then I'm going to use my down arrows until I find my integral. We are going to run this from the time at 1 to the time at 3. And then we're going to go ahead and type in our function. Now, although it is in t, I'm just going to leave it in x because I have it as dx. I can change that, which I will show after the fact. But right now, let's just go ahead and use x. We're going to use 3x squared. Then I'm going to use my e button. And then negative 1.4, and my input button of x again. And I'm going to click OK or execute. And I can see that the height of the water in the container at 3 hours is 1.863 feet approximately. Now, if you did want to do this in t, I can do that. I'm going to click my toolbox button. Whenever you use the toolbox button, it will leave you off where you were, so I can just choose integral again. And this time, I'll go from 1 to 3, but before I type my expression, I'm going to go ahead and go into my dx, and I'm going to use my x and t button to put t instead. Now when I go back here and I use the x and t button, we're going to see that it defaults to t. And then I'm basically following the same process again. And I'll click OK or execute, and I'll get the same answer. I usually just use x, but if your students prefer to use the variable that is being used in the problem, as you saw, I can use t. I just have to change it to dt instead of dx at the start.